How can you have so little and be so happy? Like, I want to teach her. Sharing what we have makes me happy. Hopefully she'll realize that too. I saw firsthand when we were in Africa, I saw what it means to truly need something. I just felt an overwhelming urge to spread love to these people. I feel like God used me to help them.
Hi everyone.
Hi.
We're back. It's 5:00 and
Say
we're
hi,
live.
Evelyn.
Yay!
Say hi, sweetie.
Thank you guys so much for spending the day with us. We are so excited. Before we start, I just wanted to shout out to Peter Hoekstra. Thank you so much for your sponsorship of Dana Estefania. Hope I said that right. And we're so excited because you're about to embark on an amazing journey with her and your family.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, so I'd love to introduce our guests, which is Alyssa and Evelyn.
Hi.
And Alyssa did a mission trip a couple years ago.
Yeah.
And she kind of brought it all back to her experience was so incredible, so she just wanted to create this whole ripple in her life here. So we have Evelyn with us, and maybe we'll see if Evelyn wants to talk to us a little about her special friend in Africa.
Yeah, what do you think? Do you want to talk about Marie Ange? Yeah. How about I talk and you listen? And then if you feel like talking or showing everybody your octopus, we can do that. Okay?
So, Alyssa, you went on this amazing trip with a whole group of people, and you were able to just experience something pretty incredible that not many of us are able to experience. So,
yeah.
And when you came back from that trip, you had mentioned that something really moved you to want to share that experience with your daughter.
Yeah.
So, can you tell us a little about that?
So when Evelyn was 2, I left for about 10 days, went to Rwanda, and I just was so moved, partly because seeing what little they have there and how much we have here and how much she has here. I just needed to get you like the stuffy she has right now that found first world problems. she just needs to be taught, along with friends, family, about what can we do to just to spread ourselves throughout the world, help other people, help the kids, sponsor the children, give them food and schooling, and well, you can go get it. Go ahead. Okay. What can we do to help these kids? What can we do to to help the families, take some of the burden off them? After seeing what I saw, it was, like I said before, it was life-changing. Like everybody says, it was life-changing. I knew that coming back, it was a big feat to get over there, leaving work, leaving my child. She was 2 at the time. My husband taking 2 weeks off of work, having family fly in from Florida, from Oregon, my family here locally that just helped babysitting, watching her, getting to daycare. And what happened was everybody came together. Everybody came together. My child care provider, I don't think she charged us for the time that I was away because she wanted to help out. She did a huge fundraiser for me. Everybody at the child care center wanted to help out. Everybody was so supportive to get me over there. And I thought, well, I'm taking advantage of this. I'm gonna come back and keep it going. And that's what we did. So at the salon that I work at, I hung up. What did I hang? I hung up a bulletin with the child that I sponsor, we with her picture, information about Mission Life. Anybody that wants to talk to me, learn about it. I have a captive audience, so I'm taking advantage of that to just spread the word about it. I think too, with everybody that I talk to, the fact that I've been there firsthand was huge. It wasn't like, oh, look at this. No, I've actually been there. This is what I saw. I had a difficult time talking about it at first. I think maybe shock factor, because it was so different than what we're used to here. I had a difficult time just talking about. I just would tell people I can't explain what I saw with my own eyes. I can't explain it. I'll try to, but it doesn't do it justice what it's like over there. So I figured when I came back, I needed to do God's work. Do God's work, spread the word, help the people all over the world. I know.
You guys do the trees at your salon
We did
too,
a
right?
fundraiser at the salon last year for Christmas time. We had a giving tree. There were a bunch of children. They had little tags, picture tags. People could come in. They could pick a child. That was pretty successful. A bunch of children. They got sponsored. Even just talking about it, the season of giving, people were very generous and.
Well, you know what I love about your story too is that we've been talking all day about one common theme, which is empathy. And what I love about your story is that you're not only creating this lateral ripple effect, you're creating this really deep ripple effect, which is going to be generational and continue. So it's not only spreading outwards, but it's spreading deep, which is incredible.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Well, yeah, like you said, one of my goals is getting my friends, family, acquaintances, whoever, with children. Get your children involved. Teach these little kids that we're so spoiled here. I'll admit it. We have more than we need. Teach them to make the world a better place. Teach them to share, to give, to be selfless, to not be greedy. And I encourage my friends. I want all of my friends. So they're doing it. I want us to raise this generation to be better people. I feel like, right now it's a very instant gratification generation. We're entitled, we're spoiled. I want to try to break that cycle. I would love, and it would, and I'm just one little Peasley person here. I want to do my one little part to just start. I'll start with Evelyn, my child care provider. She has a child sponsored. I have girlfriends that have sponsored children. I want people to sponsor these kids and help make the world a better place in whatever little part I can do and help others do.
Agreed. I know as a mom, my daughter could win all the accolades in the world, but if I know that she has empathy and compassion, that makes me, I'm over the moon with that,
Right.
because that is where she's going to change the world.
Yeah.
In those small little steps in life. And what I love too about the story of Marie Ange and Evelyn too is that by sponsoring and getting involved with these children in these other cultures, our children are going to grow up with them.
Right.
So this is going to be a relationship that's going to go well into adulthood. And then like their children, again, that whole ripple effect,
right?
It's like that real deep part of it, which is really amazing because these are going to be lifelong relationships that they have, which is incredible, because that's what makes the world just a little bit smaller.
Right.
So And I was just going to say too, what I love about being a mom and the ability that we have to teach our children empathy. Like we are the first person that they see when they're born. We are. I read this note somewhere that when children are born, their range of vision is 12 inches, which is the distance between their eyes and yours. So that like we are their world. Like we provide for every need that they need. We show them that love, we show them that kindness, and that is what they're going to take in turn and just it's just going to be incredible.
A lot of people asked me, or a lot of people were shocked. You're leaving Evelyn? You're going to Africa without her? Yep. And was it okay? Yep. Did I think about her while I was there? Yeah, but we were so busy. I wasn't. Oh, I miss Evelyn. I wasn't homesick. We were so fulfilled with the kids. You can't see the picture on the wall that I'm looking at, and I don't know his name. There's a little boy on the wall over here in the office that we're in, and I specifically remember that little boy. He made his rounds. He was just like the most social little butterfly. I was so fulfilled with all these other children. I do love children, so I will say that I'm, I love children more than anything in the world. So, being able to spend so much time with all these kids that they didn't, Evelyn says, I will ask him, what can we do to help the children in Africa? And she says, give them toys. And I'm thinking, I don't even think they have toys. I don't think they have toys. I think they have maybe a soccer ball. Do they have toys? I don't know. I'm thinking, yeah, no, it's like we got to dial it back. Well, how about food? How about a school uniform? How about school? Like the bare necessities. Like that's what we're going to do to help them. They haven't gotten to the level of the toys and all the little extras that she has. She doesn't know life without toys, not like a bazillion toys, really. So, when everybody asked me, I can't believe you left Evelyn, or, oh my God, that's crazy. And yeah, I guess it was, but I didn't look at it like that. I was so excited to go. I knew with every cell in my body, that's where God was calling. And I don't regret it. It was the best thing I ever did. And I cannot wait to go back with her someday. And hopefully she'll follow my lead and join me. But that's what I'm hoping.
Evelyn, do you think you might want to go to Africa someday and see Marie Ange?
What do you think?
What do you think is going to happen when you see her? Do you think she'll give you a hug? Or maybe a high five? Or do you guys think you'll play dolls together? Do you think maybe she has an octopus like you?
But she sent you an elephant.
So you will have an octopus.
What?
Go ahead, sorry.
Go ahead.
Mommy, I have a giraffe is broken.
Oh, the giraffe, yes, because you play with that. The giraffe is from Africa, and the elephant.
Yeah, but the giraffe one is broken.
It's okay. It just has a little hole. That's all right.
So what I love too is that with this new way of sponsoring children and this new tool that is being developed, Evelyn and Marie Ange can actually communicate face to face almost.
Mm-hmm.
As each of them grows, they're going to they're just going to hear the changes in their voices as they get older. It's just going to be so incredible just to see them, to actually see them, grow together. And I think right now, being in a culture that we live in, that technology actually keeps us isolated from each other. Mm-hmm. This is what is so incredible. And we're just using this tool to really, really bridge that gap and just to create community with people and to just really bring them closer. And again, make the world a little bit smaller. Because at the end of the day, what we want to do is show people the love of Jesus. Mm-hmm. Like that's really what this whole thing is about. And we're using our platform and our resources to encourage empathy and to create these amazing stories that Alyssa has, that Evelyn will have, Evelyn's children will have, and this generational blessing that will occur because of what you did. And it's really incredible. So we want to leave you with a little video of another friend of ours, Patricia, and she is talking about how Mission Life is just changing child sponsorship. And check it out.
By changing the life of a child just a little bit, you're going to help change the world. And it really is a small thing, but you change one child and you're going to help change the world. I think of traditional child sponsorship as sort of a static relationship. They send you a little letter, you send them a little letter, it's nice, but it's not really a relationship. Mission Life relationship with your child is a dynamic relationship. It's an involved relationship, and you get to know your child, and you know what to ask them and what they're interested in, and you know, when you send them a video, what you're going to ask them about because of what they told you on their last video. Look at that smile. She's so cute. The great thing about Mission Life sponsorships is because there's this video component, you get to put that personality to a child. So even if you can't do what I was lucky enough to do, which is be in Rwanda and pick out Sandrine, my beautiful sponsor child, in a room, you can see a video of a child. You can put get a smile on the face of that African child who doesn't normally smile. You get a personality. And then you'll be able to send them video, they can send you video, and you get a real sense of, again, a person, not just a picture. And it becomes a relationship. And the other great thing is, because the way Mission Life does mission trips, with the traditional child sponsorship agency, you may go on a mission trip with your church or something and get to spend a half a day with your sponsored child. Go on a Mission Life mission trip, and you may spend a week working at the child center where your child goes every day. So traditional child sponsorship, Mission Life child sponsorship, Mission Life's turning it on its head in a great way. So it really does become a relationship, and I think it's a great way for people to get their children involved, because if you have children, your children can send videos to their friends. So whether you're young, you're single, sponsor a child. If you have children, do it for your children. Do it with the children. Make it a family project. And like I said, if you're a grandparent, make it a grandmother thing.